What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, NBA show from SBR. Make sure you guys go to the website, sbrpicks.com/NBA to check out all the articles and NBA content we have over there. I'm your host, Jay Mundy. That's my guy, Blackjack Fletcher. That's my guy, Junior Browne. We here to break down these NBA games, and we're going to recap yesterday real quick. Junior, what's up with you, my guy? How was your day yesterday? You cool?
Yeah, I'm good. I wasn't on the show, obviously, but I had the write up for SBR.com. So does Blackjack. So does Jay Bunny once in a while. Our guy Jordan, even though he's not here, just check out all of our picks for every sport, including the NBA. I was on the under in the Sixers Raptors. Figured out what my internet problem is. So unfortunately, some of you guys are gonna have to retire your jokes. It wasn't my internet; it's my damn laptop network card. Got that fixed. We back in the game. Let's roll. How'd you guys do last night? How'd you do, Blackjack?
I did all right. Not my greatest night. 2-3. Got the Sixers home. Got the Brooklyn over home. The Knicks could not get the job done. Close. No cigar. Portland and Denver just decided not to score, and Orlando really shit the bed against the Pistons. So disappointing on a couple of fronts.
Exactly. Yeah, man, the Cavs, they end up getting the job done. They get a win. We were talking about it. The Hawks probably shouldn't have been laying 7, 8 points. But still, I mean, it was just super surprising for me to see that the Cavs could actually still win, or I was watching that game just to see how they would play, and they actually showed fight. Like, they were just tired of losing. Colin Sexton started to look like his old self. Like I said, they started to play defense more. That was what was lacking for them. So they end up getting the job done, 112, 111, crazy finish to that game. The Pistons get the job done 105-93. That game went way under. Started out kind of higher scoring that second quarter. Then it was the third quarter that was just 40 points combined. So that one way under. The Pistons end up getting some revenge there. The Nets, they end up smacking up the Kings. It was pretty much a close game back and forth. Didn't really matter that the Nets were on that first game home after a 5-game West Coast road trip. It was a close game. The Kings are just terrible. So, you know what I'm saying? The Nets, they smack them up there. Line moved down from 7.5 to, I believe, 5.5. And the Nets still cover whatever number you got there. So they end up getting that one done. The Warriors, man, was on the Warriors there, -3. End up getting that cash on that one, 114-106. They came out there, did what they were supposed to do. The game was a little bit closer than it should have been in the fourth quarter, but off 2 straight losses, getting Looney back, getting Wiseman back. It's a really nice spot for the Warriors there in Madison Square Garden. Revenge game, Jay, as well. The Knicks had smacked them up in their house, so the Warriors get a little bit of their revenge. And talk about revenge. Sixers, we told you boys about that one, man. Was on the 76 yesterday. I ended up riding with them first half and full game. They end up cashing both of them. Almost pissed it away once again, like they do, but they end up getting the job done. That first half was really strong, though. They really came out like, fuck this, we don't care. Seth Curry ended up getting sat at the last second, and they still get it done, 109-102. And the Celtics, man, oh boy, I took the loss with the Celtics. And Mavs, Luka, last second shot. It was a nice shot, but Mavs, they hadn't been good on back-to-backs. They ended up getting it done yesterday, 110-107. Bucks back the shit out. The Timberwolves, 139-112. And the Nuggets, 111-106. I woke up and saw the score. That game was pretty crazy there. But it's just get the cover, guys. So that's enough for me. Sorry to talk so much. Just recapping yesterday. But let's get to today's games, man. So what y'all here for? First game of the day, Warriors versus Pacers. I know Junior was telling me that this is one of his favorite games of the day. Junior, what you think about it? What you liking in this game? Pacers laying -2, or you like the Warriors underdog here?
So I actually bet this game early. I had taken the Pacers -2.5, but that's not my play for the show. After watching the Knicks game last night, and I seen Wiseman and Looney, that kind of changes my entire perspective of what the Golden State Warriors are, especially with those two defensively. They have what it takes to beat the Pacers. They have what it takes to compete. If you look at the statistics right now, Golden State is a top 5 defense, even without 2 of their best defensive players on the squad. So now that they have those guys back, I think their ceiling is different. I'm going Golden State money line in this spot.
Got you guys. Hey, go to Warriors Dub Nation money line, my guy Blackjack. What you like in this game? You liking that play with Junior there? The total opened up at 228 up to 231. Any thoughts on that as well?
I'm with Junior here. I'm taking the Warriors. I took them plus the 2.5 points, but I'm with you, Junior. I think that this is a good spot for them. I don't like Indiana off the delay here, off the little COVID pause, coming back and playing a team that looks like they're kind of getting a little bit of rhythm on both sides of the floor. I think this is a great spot for the Warriors. on a slate that, as we talked about before this show, Junior, I don't think this is a great betting slate today. This is one of the ones that we're both on here, Golden State.
Got you, guys. Yeah, hey, this was a very intriguing game. I didn't have a bet on this game. Like I say, Pacers here, small favorite at the house. It's just one. I don't really know how. The Pacers did already beat them earlier this year. They are a better team than the Warriors. Just the fact that, and my thing with Looney and Wiseman coming back yesterday, that was their first game coming back in a while. So I actually want to see what's going to go up, what's going to go on if one of them could possibly sit out here. We know when you come off not playing for a while, they usually don't want to try to throw you back into the fire there immediately. So it'd just be interesting to see. I wouldn't be surprised to see one of them sit out, but full go. The Warriors are a different team, obviously, when they have their both centers out there. So it's kind of a tough back-to-back spot, but we'll be interested. It'd be interesting to see how the Pacers look off of that layoff. In theory, the more rested team here, but like I say, this is one I'm definitely waiting to see what's up. Any late injuries in this one could definitely possibly see an injury or two. Someone scratched out for the Warriors. Hopefully not Steph Curry, but as far as one of the big guys that came back yesterday, could possibly be out in this one. Let's get to the next one, my guys. We got, so look, the total. What you guys think about that total? Real quick, Junior. Do you like that total going up to 231? You like the movement on that total, Pacers versus Warriors, real quick?
I don't. I actually think, I would take the under that number. The number seems pretty high. Golden State, the one thing that actually concerns me about my Golden State pick is they had to expend a lot of energy holding off the Knicks at the end of that game. So I just think that today's game kind of plays towards the under. The Pacers are not trying to run up and down the court or play at a fast pace themselves. So I think this game actually kind of leads towards the under. The Pacers they just have not been playing consistent basketball. I know they've gotten a couple of wins, but they went to overtime against some inferior teams. So they're not really playing their best basketball. And I think Golden State's defense, which has been surprisingly good, can slow them down.
Exactly. Blackjack, any thoughts on that total up to 231, that 3-point line move? Do you agree with it?
Yeah, I get it, right? It makes sense to me, but I just think in this game, I've become leery of taking totals with teams that have had extended breaks this year, because some of them have come out and looked like they're refreshed, and some of them have come out and looked like they didn't pick up a basketball for 7 days. So exactly. I think in this situation, it's best not to mess with this.
Got you, guys. You know I'm not a total guy, man. So that's why I just want to help some guys out in the chat. I know we be kind of lacking on the totals. Just want to give them a look on the total, because it feels up to me. I hate to be like that, but I wouldn't talk about a single. It's just me, man. But hey, it could be cash cows for some people. It's just the total crapshoot to me, man. But the Celtics, let's get to this next game. The game that's supposed to be up right now was Celtics versus Hawks. I don't even want to say their name, man. Celtics are just not a different team right now. They are better than the Hawks. They're a lot feistier than the Hawks. His team just had like a little 2-game series up there. Hawks 1-1, Celtics 1-1. Hawks coming off a tough loss last night, as are the Celtics. I'm staying away from Celtics games right now. I know that they're better than this, but they're just not playing good right now. You never know when they will. Blackjack, with any looks on this game?
No, you just laid it out beautifully. I don't think you can go anywhere near this, right? Boston is the better team. Boston should win this game. It's a short number. They're off a loss. I understand it's the second of a back-to-back, but they're off a loss. But, man, there's some problems in Boston. Like, there is an undercurrent of I don't know, unhappiness, discontent. There are some problems there right now. And I'm not stepping, to the plate with this Boston team in my back pocket. I'm just not doing it. So, for me, this game's a pass. You can't bet on Atlanta, but you sure as hell can't bet the Celtics right now.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Junior, if you had the free play on this game, which side would you be taking?
Has to be the Celtics. But this goes with something that I said on the show at least 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said that I would be in the business of fading the Hawks for the rest of the season. I said that like 2 weeks ago. I've been cashing tickets, fading these bums ever since. Now, supposedly John Collins might be out tonight. If John Collins is out, I have to take the Celtics at this short number, -2. They win this game. They're back at 500 ball. And listen, I actually agree with everything that you guys just said. I'm actually kind of going with the narrative that if you're Boston and you look at your division, The Raptors started off 2-10, and now they've even passed you in the standings. You're competing with the Raptors, you're competing with the Nets, you're competing with the Sixers. The Celtics cannot lose games like this. They already threw away a game the other day, and maybe I'm being a sucker right now, but I promise you, if they don't cover for me today, I will not go anywhere near them, because if they can't win in this spot, what are we even really talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Kemba Walker, you've been struggling. Guess what? You got Trae Young now. Trae Young does not play one lick of defense, Kemba.
Kemba probably ain't even playing. It's a back-to-back. He probably ain't playing tonight.
I don't even want to hear about no knee excuses. He took the first 2 months of the season off rehabbing his knee. Get your ass out there and cook this boy. Let's go. Y'all need wins. The games are done. But more importantly, just to touch on something y'all two said, until the Celtics make a trade and get a decent big man on their roster, they're not going to get out of this funk. They're not going to compete with the top teams in the Eastern Conference without a viable big man. And there's no disrespect to Daniel Tice, but he's a power forward. He's not a real big man. They need, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but they kind of need an Andre Drummond or something on their team.
Yeah.
They need an interior presence that steers teams from going to the basket and that could grab some damn rebounds and just get some stops. So until they fix that, I don't see how they get out of this funk.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy you say that because we know Drummond's on a trade block right now. If the Celtics are going to go the center way, go with a traditional center, you need to go and get someone like Drummond. Tristan Thompson, he was not a good hire in my opinion. It wasn't a good piece for them. Why do they keep getting these bad pieces, man? I don't know why. I mean, Tice isn't bad, maybe a good backup, but maybe you got to keep one of them, Thompson. But I really think they got to put Tice in a trade package or something, man. Yeah, if you're the Celtics, you got to go out there and try to get Karl Anthony Towns or somebody. If you put Kemba, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown with a big that can shoot, that's when the Celtics can be a championship contender, in my opinion. If the game is evolving now. These old school bigs is out of the way now, man. Now everybody's having to shoot, having to space the floor. They need a big that can shoot, man. Karl Anthony Towns would fit perfectly over there with the Celtics. They need to put together some type of package with Tice and with 3 other guards or something, maybe some picks. But you got to do what you got to do, man. Go and get you a good big man that can at least kind of shoot. Somebody they used to have a Kelly Olynyk. That's when the Celtics were nice too, man. So I'm going off on a tangent, but sometimes I be kind of seeing some of these GM moves, man, for real. I know I probably don't have the college degree and all this shit to do that, but I be seeing some of it, man. I remember when Shane Battier went to the Heat and they say, hey, the Heat, y'all need to get Battier, woo, and they did. That was 5 years ago. But anyway, Celtics are nothing for me. Stand away from it. They're really pissing me off right now. In theory, so Kemba Walker is doubtful. He doesn't play on back-to-backs. Collins has concussion protocol, so he's highly unlikely to play here. Possible, but Collins haven't been playing good anyway right now. Cavs, the Hawks coming off their loss versus the Cavs, man. These boys they just showed me how bad they are. The fact they got down 12 early to the Cavs. I could see the Celtics in theory coming to play in this first half, but I lean to Celtics first half. I had a free play in this game. That's what it would be. Celtics first half. I'm not betting on this shit. I'd rather not bet it and just be okay with that. Sometimes no bet is a win, and that's what I'm doing. Let's go to the next game, my guys. Rockets, Cavs. Another couple of shit bags. This boy is terrible, man. Rockets, terrible. Cavs, they just came off a win. I don't expect them to win back-to-back games. Blackjack, what are we doing in the toilet bowl here?
I mean, do I have to say anything other than no? Just no. Just don't do this. Don't do it to yourself.
What you think about the total?
Cleveland's the worst team in basketball right now. I think at least in my opinion, they are. The Rockets are in an unbelievable tailspin. We don't know who's playing for them night to night. Gordon's questionable. Oladipo's questionable. Christian Wood says he's, getting close, but he's not playing tonight. I mean, we don't know who's suiting up for them, and they're not good to begin with. So tough to look at that game and think that you got to read on the side there, and then you talk about the total, Jay. I mean, we're sitting here at 220 or so. I mean, I guess See, I'm sitting here trying to give you a read on the total. I can't do it. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would lean under because the Rockets are capable of playing defense. So is Cleveland. The problem is they haven't been doing much of it lately. So I guess I'd lean under, but man, just don't put your money on this.
Nah, man, I could not talk you out of staying away from this game. Like I said, I don't think the Cavs will win back-to-back games, Junior, but we can't really trust the Rockets right now. They're like the Cavs, where they're not really – the Rockets aren't showing a whole lot of fight right now, obviously. Now, see, if the Rockets got Oladipo back today, then I could see that, but I wouldn't touch the Rockets before they get Wood or Oladipo back or one of those guys. Gordon questionable as well here, Junior. What you thinking?
Yeah, if this game was a meal, they would call it a poo-poo platter. This is straight dog shit. If you bet on this game, you need to have your head examined. Just keep this game away from me.
Yeah, no, this isn't a strong game. I'll tell you guys. I wouldn't talk anybody out. Just stand off of it. In theory, the Rockets to get off the schneid, I thought they could have the last game, to be honest, which I really do think they could have won that game versus the Bulls, even though they tanked it in the second half. They showed something there in the second quarter. Like they erased a 15-point deficit, come back up by 4, 36-32. So they showed something there. It's just that second half was really questionable, in my opinion. The coach, he's been a part of some bad teams, even though I know he was part of a good Mavericks team still. He was the guy that was there with the Hornets. He was one of those guys there with the Hornets, so he's used to losing. You can't be complacent with losing, man. So that scares me. If they got Oladipo here back, maybe I'd look towards the Rockets. In theory, it's a face spot for the Cavs coming off that win last night. Cavs are the type of team where they, like certain type of games, they may lose on purpose. Like, I'm being dead serious. They're the type of team is just they're okay with tanking every year. It's just something to watch out for. The past 5 years, just something to watch out for. These type of games that is winnable. If they sit somebody, one or two guys, it'll let you know that they're not trying to win. Watch for Oladipo, guys. Next game, I wanted to look at the under there. I have a lean to the under, even though the totals went up. The Cavs, if they do play or they fight, they play defense. Rockets have to play defense as well. Offense has been trash. Next game up, Raptors versus Heat, my guys. Raptors versus Heat. Third and fourth for the Raptors here. You got the Heat in a terrible spot coming first game back off the long West Coast road trip. But, I mean, they've been balling right now. They've turned the corner. What are we doing here, Junior? What are we doing in this Heat versus Raptors spot?
I don't have an official play, but my heavy lean is I'm just looking at the side here on my other laptop trying to find the total. My heavy lean, it was 213 the last time I looked.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 213.5. My lean is to the under 213.5. I think that both of these teams are starting to ramp up the defense. The Miami offense is still pretty trash, even though they're on a roll. And the Raptors are in a really bad spot where they just played a lot of games recently. So my lean in this game is to the under. I can't really pick a side. I think it's more of a toss-up.
Exactly. And Kyle Lowry is coming back here, Blackjack. What you think about this fight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Junior here. For me, it's a lean only, but my lean would be to the under here. I think, Junior, you're spot on. Both of these teams have realized that to get back to the levels that they're used to being at the last few years, the defense needs to lead the way here. I mean, neither one of these teams is what you consider an offensive juggernaut. So, I mean, they need to step up the defense. And I think they both have and have seen the results of it. So I would expect them against one another to do the same thing. I would lean to the under here at 213.5. That would be, I think, your best angle in this game.
Got you. Yeah, these two teams have played already this year. Miami won the first one 111-102. Then the Raptors won 101-81. So be interested to see if Dragic come back here for the Heat as well. The Heat are a totally different team with their point guard out there. So be interested. Dragic is questionable here. Tyler Hero as well for the Heat. Couple of big moving parts. Lowry is back for sure for the Raptors, though. So just a couple of moving parts there. Like I say, Heat first game back off that West Coast road trip. They have won 3 in a row, covered three in a row. They started to turn the corner. If they get Dragic back here, that's really when the Heat gonna turn the corner, in my opinion. Intriguing game though, because I hate that spot for the Heat. Raptors been playing a bunch of games as well. Come off a couple huge games, back to back, all that. So that's another super tough game. I must say, I could see it going either way, my guys. Next game up. Timberwolves versus the Bulls, man. Bulls have been scorching hot, guys. The Timberwolves, they're in a tough spot as well, back-to-back off that Milwaukee spot. Are they going to play for a coach? Do they care for him? I don't know what to say about the Timberwolves right now, Blackjack. What you think about this one?
I think they're a dumpster fire at the moment. I think that if I were going to go into this game and I was going to take a play, I don't see how you can look anywhere really other than Chicago. The Bulls -4 here. You know what? Screw it. It's going to be an official play. Chicago -4. Yeah, I think the Bulls have played really well. I've been impressed by the Bulls. Like, legitimately, they've played well without having their full complement of players. I think that they have really kind of bought in to what Billy Donovan's doing there, which, by the way, we talked about it once before. I'll say it again. Billy Donovan's done a great job 2 years in a row with teams that I don't think we expected a hell of a lot out of, and they've played hard both years in Oklahoma City and Chicago here. Minnesota, I don't know, Jay. I know they brought a new guy in, and I know they gave him a multi-year deal, and that's a bold move mid-season. But this team may just be done. Like, they may just tap on this season. I don't know. That 27-point loss is not a good omen of things to come.
Exactly, yeah, and they're going to get in trouble, too, because they didn't give everybody a good, strong look as well. So the Timberwolves are going to get a little bit of ramifications for that.
Yep.
You can't just fire somebody and then go find another guy within an hour and then give them a super long contract where you didn't even interview other guys. Get this fucking team. I hope they do tank and give up on this coach. You didn't. I really do hope so. Just collect your check, come in there and play basketball, and hopefully we find some value on the Timberwolves. They are the type of team that could do it. I hope the Bulls. I'm not on this game, but I hope the Bulls smash the shit out of them tonight. I hope they smash them by 30, and the Timberwolves go on a slide. They are 0-4, 0-5 ATS last 5. We're showing some fight there, but they were keeping games close. They weren't getting blown out, but they finally did yesterday. It kind of showed like. It was a close game as well, 3-point game. And then they just went like on a 14-0 run where it's just like they just gave up. So back-to-back spot in the second half. In theory, this game should only get worse. I lean Bulls as well, Junior. What you like here?
I'm just glad to hear y'all break down the game that way because I think it's a Bulls smash spot. I'm on the Bulls -4 official play. For everything y'all just said and more. The Bulls are the 4th best ATS team in the NBA. Let's just start with that. So I don't even really understand why this line is so short with Minnesota being on the road. This to me should be the line if Minnesota was the home team and the Bulls are on the road. So I feel like this line is mad short. I think that everything y'all said about Minnesota is very true, including the fact that like has been reported, Karl Anthony Towns found out about the trade the same time we found out. Like, if in 2021, if you don't understand that this is a players' league as an organization, you're fucking up already. How could you not at least get his opinion about firing a guy who has been in the organization the whole time that he's been around? You feel me? Like, I feel like from the top down, Minnesota is a mess. So you're giving me less than 2 possessions with the 4th best ATS team in the league at home against a team that has a new coach, new philosophy, no direction, a bunch of young guys. Get them Wolves the F out of my face, bro. Bulls hopefully smash them in this spot.
Can either of you guys think of a situation where this has happened before? Where like a team has fired a coach and given a multi-year deal to an assistant on another bench with no head coaching experience?
I hope they get fined, lose draft picks, the few they have. I hope it's just, you can't do that, man. And it's not that I have a person that they should have hired. I honestly don't fucking care, to be honest with you. It's just the fact that it's just highly disrespectful to any other candidates out there. I mean, you didn't try to hire anyone through your team. You didn't even give anyone an opportunity. So that's something really where they can't just say, oh, yeah, we gave an opportunity to everybody. Bro, less than an hour away, and how you handle the situation, it makes you want to hate the Timberwolves, to be honest with you. I know Saunders wasn't really a good coach or a coach period, but the players still care for him. You can't just not consult the best player on the team. It's not going to go well for you, man. So it's nice to talk with you guys about that. Let's get to the next one, guys. Let's get to the next one. We got the Pistons versus the Pelicans. P versus P, man. Pelicans over here laying 9.5. Not necessarily a good spot for the Pistons, I will say. They're already down some players. They're on a back-to-back spot here, 3rd game in 4 nights, all on the road. Last game of their road trip as well, 5-game road trip. In theory, it's a Pelican spot. It's supposed to get ugly. It's the last game of their home skin as well. It's supposed to get ugly for the Pelicans here in theory. Blackjack, what you like in this game?
Again, the familiar refrain is I don't like anything about this game, Jay. I can't lay 9.5 points with the Pelicans. Like, there's just no friggin' way I can lay 9.5 points with the Pelicans. You're right. This sets up to be a spot for a Pelicans blowout, but I don't think I've lost enough brain cells to bet the Pelicans minus 9.5 against anybody. So I can't do that. The total, I lean to the over here, but man, Detroit's got to hold up their end of the bargain. We're only 222.5, but how many times in the last month have I seen Detroit, put up less than 100 points? Like, I don't see an edge here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a bunch of points here, Junior. It is warranted, but like I say, you're gonna need Pelicans A game here. In their A game, they should win this game by double digits. Junior, I know it looks high, but I do think this one is high for a reason. Any looks on this game?
No, and I'm going to tell you the one, because I do agree with what you're saying, Jay. They probably should smash them. The one thing that kind of worries me is the no Steven Adams against this scrappy ass Detroit team.
He probable.
What's that?
He's probable to come back today.
Yeah, but he's been out for a while now, right? Like, you have to figure he's going to be on some kind of a minutes restriction. You can't just throw him out there and have him playing 30 plus minutes. So it is good that they have him back. And if he could play like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, that should help them cover the spread. I just can't lay this many points with a team that's 4 games under 500. It just makes no sense to me. You're paying a premium on name and not actual value. Like, I can't do it. It's a pass for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not betting this game either. It's just I understand why the Pelicans are favored by double digits. It's one I might live bet. I do think that the game will get out of hand at some point, though. I think the Pelicans could cover that game, in my opinion. Let's get to the next one, man. Spurs versus. We got 2 more games. Spurs versus Thunder here, my guys. Spurs versus Thunder. Junior, you have a look on this game. San Antonio versus OKC.
I'll just be quick. It's a pass. I have no look. I have no opinion. Nothing. I just don't have OKC. I've been burned enough times disrespecting OKC that I'm going to tend to stay away from their games more often than not, to be honest with you. So I really don't have. I don't even have a lean in this game. If you like the Spurs. I understand why you do. I would take a money line. I think it's +1 right now, right? But me personally, I'm not telling other people to put money on something that I would not put my money on.
Got you. Yeah, the Spurs, they got a lot of players down right now, man. DeRozan's down. Let's see, they don't have Keldon Johnson today. They're not going to have – so Aldridge does come back, but Keldon Johnson, Gay, White, and DeRozan are out here, Blackjack. So I got to step away 1 second, Blackjack. What you like in this game?
And for all the reasons you just said, I'm going to take the Thunder at a pick'em here. Oklahoma City, just has more guys available here. When you look at DeRozan, Gay, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Derek White, all these guys not traveling and not playing in this game, I think Oklahoma City's got the edge here. So, yeah, you'll get LaMarcus Aldridge, but, you should get Al Horford tonight, too. I think OKC's got the edge here. I took him at a pick.
Yep, Thunder for me, man. Sorry, I got this little puppy, man. I'm the only person in the house right now. This little puppy is low key driving me crazy, guys. I can't tell you enough, man. This little guy is like a little baby lion. Oh my God, this is like 8 weeks old, but he is so much older than that. But anyway, OKC here for me, man. Rain, thunderstorms, all that shit, man. I know the Spurs are nice. This is a nice little revenge spot for OKC. This is as healthy as they've been in a little while. I know the Spurs coming off the 4 or 5 game. They could be rested here, but missing those players, a lot of production missing out here. Obviously, they still have a good enough team, a competent team. You still got Murray. You still got you got some ballers still out there, Lonnie Walker. But this is one where I think OKC as a team, they never quit. They could be down 10 in the fourth quarter, and I could still feel like we're going to be in the game. Well, I mean, you saw the Blazers being up all that, then the Thunder damn near came back and messed it up for them. So I've seen it time and time. This team never gives up. They play defense like it's like there's no tomorrow. Like teams don't play defense. Guys don't play defense like LaQuintez Dort anymore. Like it doesn't happen. One of the best defenders in the league. They're gonna have Horford to go up against LaMarcus Aldridge. The way he runs up and down the court, they need his offense tonight. Defensively, he's gonna get shredded. The Spurs are light years worse defensively when Aldridge's out there. That's why they went on their run. Junior knows when LaMarcus in there, the defense is a whole lot worse. So bring him back in there today. Give me OKC plus the 1. I liked it when it was at -2, man. So give me OKC plus the 1 for this one for the win, my guys. One more game. We got the Lakers versus the Jazz here. Like I say, Lakers on 3. Man, Jazz up to -9 in this game. Line opened up at 7.5. What you think about this game, Blackjack?
I think that the only value here is on the total, and it's going to be a play for me at under 219. I love the Jazz, and I think the Jazz are the best team in the NBA right now. This number feels slightly disrespectful to the Lakers, but at the same time, like, I know that we're going to get deep here for a second. I know the philosopher John Donne said that no man is an island, but my God, LeBron James is a man on an island right now. I mean, there is nothing else there. Schroeder's not there, which I never thought I'd be sitting here saying Dennis Schroeder is a critical component of a championship team, but he is. Anthony Davis obviously isn't there. This is LeBron and not much else behind him. So, like, I kind of, when I sit back and logically think about it, I get it, but there's no way I'm laying, almost 10 against the LeBron James-led team. I do think that the Lakers are going to struggle to score here, particularly against a Utah defense that is the best in the NBA. So 219 to me feels like, yeah, that's where the value is. I'm going to go under that number.
Well, I got a little lion over here, man. I hear you made some damn good points there, Blackjack. You're exactly right. You nailed it. That the Lakers may really struggle to score here without Schroeder and AD. They have really struggled to score. I'll tell you something. This is one game where, and I thought they were going to win the game versus the Wizards. May not cover, but I just thought that they were going to end the 2-game slide or whatever. And they come into this game and get smashed by the Jazz. Jazz kind of overlooked the last game before they had to come back and spend a lot of energy and come back and cover versus the Hornets. Now it's the other way around. Now you have the Lakers that are coming into this game off 3 straight losses. That has to lead me to lean towards the Lakers here plus the 9. I know in theory, I know the Jazz are a light years better than them right now. They are the better team, but still, you're giving 9 points to LeBron James and the Lakers. They still have a competent team. It is in Utah. It is, what I'm saying? It's still an away game for the Lakers, but I'll tell you, they haven't lost 4 straight games all year. They don't want to. They're going to do everything in their power not to. I could see the Lakers coming in here losing this game by a few points. Obviously, they're coming to win. They don't want to lose 4 straight games in a row, but now they lost 3 in a row, man. I'd have to be looking towards taking the Lakers plus the 9 here. But what you thinking here, Junior, my guy? Am I on? I'm not taking official play, but what you thinking?
I could only look Lakers, which means I got to pass on the sides. I agree with Blackjack. The total is the under is probably the play, but it's not an official play for me. 9. I mean, how many times is not LeBron James a 9-point underdog in his career? Really, like, it just seems wildly disrespectful to the world champions. I'm in no way, shape, or form a Lakers fan. I really can't stand Lakers fans, to be honest. But 9 points, bro, it just seems crazy to me. It seems crazy to me.
Disrespectful.
Somebody in the chat was saying Donovan Mitchell is out. I don't really think that could be possible.
No, why they playing, man?
Yeah, that can't be possible because if Donovan Mitchell is out, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way this line is -9 if Donovan Mitchell is not playing.
I hate when people do that because they have me scrambling and shit looking for some. Yeah. No, but the line would be taken off the board right now. No, everybody's supposed to be. Unless he got some inside info or something. But right now, there's nobody on the injury report for the Jazz. I always say the Jazz, you got to obviously have to keep them boys off the 3-point line, and you have to start Clarkson off the bench. If the Lakers do that, I'm sure they know that they are still a good defensive team. With Blackjack though, you might want to look towards the under here because the Lakers they have to come in here and play lockdown defense. Their offense isn't really there, man. They don't have the playmaking ability. It's just tough, man. Without AD, it's really showing how much they miss him. I knew they would miss him here, but that getting 9 in this point, I do think, because I mean the Lakers are going to come to play here versus the Jazz as well. They just saw the Clippers go and beat them, so they don't want to come in here and get their ass smashed. They want to come to play versus a competent team. Like I say, facing 4 straight losses, they are probably going to go to 4 straight losses, but you just have to know the mindset that they're going to want to come in here and win this game. With that said, I'd have to be taking a strong look to this Lakers +9. I mean, I'm telling you, I look like Junior said, LeBron +9. Come on, bro. Come on, man. And it's not even just that simple. It's just with the fact how they're coming into this game, it's almost, they're not in must-win mode, but like they don't want to pile up losses. You want to take teams like the Lakers off of losses, man. 9 points. I know the Jazz been super hot, but I think that's the play, man. The Lakers +9 in that one, my guys. It's only gonna go up as well. It's only gonna go up. So Lakers are nothing for me in that one. Blackjack, break them off with your officials, my guy.
All right, brother, we're going Golden State +2.5, Chicago -4, OKC pick'em, and Lakers Jazz under 219.
Hey, them some sharp play. That under there is a sharp play. It's played there, Blake. I must say, if what I'm saying is right, the under is really gonna hit. Sharp plays by my guy Blackjack Junior. What you liking today, brother?
I like Golden State money line. I like Boston -2. And I'm rolling with the Baby Bulls, who are starting to get grown around here. 4th best ATS team in the NBA. Let's rock. Let's roll.
Got you. Yeah, only official for me is Thunder. We raining in thunderstorms today, man. Thunder +1. Like, hey, like we just had plenty of storms here. You see what I'm saying? Both of them was going through. So I know San Antonio was going through some stuff up there, and Charlotte couldn't get back home. They got 4 or 5 players out. Had like 6, half the teams out, man. But not even that. OKC, they never gives up. Probably one of the hardest playing teams in the league. I'll never really have a problem backing them at a pick 'em underdog. Give them OKC +1. Heavy lean to Lakers for me. Heavy lean to Lakers. Lean to Bulls. Lean Pelicans as well. And I lean the Rockets as well, man. Trying to see what's up with Oladipo and Gordon. If Oladipo's back, I think that'll be somewhat enough to help out the Rockets. Dreadful fucking offense, man. That's the show today. Let's go, OKC Thunder, my guys. That's the official play, man. We finna get out of here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm finna go take care of this baby lion or tiger, whatever he is, man. But he cool. We're gonna get him right, man. I'm sorry about that. But he over there tearing shit up right now. I gotta go, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.